guys, hi. We're now going to learn today on my cooking show, we are going to learn about pounding chicken cutlets. So it's just a different way to make your chicken breast. Okay, so we have a package of thawed out chicken breast from Costco. Now you notice that it says fresh here because when I bought them, they were fresh. But because I couldn't use them all at one time, I froze them. So they were not purchased frozen, but they were frozen, so I thawed them out. Look at this breast right here. And you can see here, this would be the chicken tender. This would be the chicken tender right there. And I could cut that off and do it separately, or I could just do it all together. Now usually what I do before I start fixing my chickens, this is a lot of chicken, I'm going to cut off some of this, like where the bone hit the chicken. It's just because that's my thing. I like to just use a pair of kitchen shears and cut that off. Take a look at it. So you can see right here where this little line is would be this is the chicken tender and this is the chicken breast. So sometimes when you get chicken, you just get that piece, okay? So I'll put that aside. Now, we're going to pound this chicken out so that we can make chicken parmesan or chicken schnitzel or something of that nature, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a Ziploc bag and I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna put my chicken breast in here. I'm gonna close it. Now, what I'm gonna use is a meat mallet, Now, a meat mallet has like little prongs and stuff that you could use to tenderize like meat, but since I'm going to use it in the bag, I'm going to use the flat side, and I'm going to pound until this thing is flattened out and it's all one size. Now see, if you look at it here, there's different parts of it are different widths and everything, so that would not cook as evenly. This is going to take a few minutes, and I will turn it over and just keep doing this until it is the width that I want. So now I'm going to take out this piece and there's a few pieces fell off. Now I really pounded it a lot because it's going to be for chicken parmesan. If I just wanted cutlets, I would probably just cut the chicken in half. Okay, so now you see my nice pounded chicken breast. I probably pounded the second one a little less, but that's okay. It'll still be good. It's still thin and it's been tenderized. So I'm gonna move that aside and I'm gonna move this here. So now we're going to just dip it in the basic batter. So we're gonna do 1 egg, milk, maybe 2 splashes of milk, okay? And we're gonna whisk that. I'm just using a fork because there's nothing fancy. And I'm gonna set that aside. And then on this bowl container, I'm gonna put some 4 Seasons breadcrumbs. Now, I'm gonna put a lot in there. And I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, pepper, and some Italian seasoning because I wanna make chicken parmesan. A little salt, a little pepper. It's really pretty generic. You can use it for, some of the seasonings are pretty similar to Greek. So I'm gonna take my fork, kind of mix it up. Now, you could actually put this in a Ziploc bag and shake it, shake it, shake it. I'm gonna do it this way. It's a little messy. We're gonna take our egg wash and dip it, dip it, dip it. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Fingers get really messy. There's so many different ways of doing this. And now, okay, so we're gonna shake it off and put it on our thing. We're gonna let it set for a couple minutes, kind of soak up the breadcrumbs and stuff before we fry it. So let's see what we can do. And we're gonna shake it. I got some little pieces here. Now we can cook these little pieces, but you're just gonna have to remember to take them out really early. I kind of made the mistake of pounding a little bit too close to the edge. Okay. So kind of press the breadcrumbs in. Press them in there so that it gets nice and really coated. And you want to make sure that everything is coated with the breadcrumbs. Now this is a chicken that we did not marinate because the flavor is going to be more on the spaghetti, you know, the marinara sauce. You could actually take the same recipe at this point here and serve it with any kind of sauce you want. Looks a little funky there around the edges because I pounded it a little bit too much, I guess. Make sure that you rub it in there, and you're going to let it rest a couple minutes so that the crumbs kind of soak up the moisture of the chicken and stick to it a little bit. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Probably about 4 tablespoons of oil. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using olive oil. Olive oil has a little bit lower smoking point, but it'll, let's let it get hot. And how do you tell it's hot? You could take a little piece of, like, see, not hot. I can smell the olive oil now. Hot. And we're gonna put this. You can hear the sizzle. I can't fit both chicken breasts in at one time. Make sure that you have something ready for this chicken breast when it comes out, because you don't want to put your cooked chicken breast in where your raw one is. So we're going to let it cook for a couple minutes. Now, this is so thin that we could tell it's done by cutting it open, but if you wanted to, use an instant read thermometer, and we will just use it, technically 1 serving because it's 1 breast, but I probably couldn't eat all that. I'll serve it with, I could serve it, see, looking at on the inside there. Let's give it a couple more minutes. And look how nice that looks. I'll let it cook the other side. Now, I could go turn the oven on just so I can put it in there for the melted cheese. Okay, we have our thermometer. It says 75 before. Let's see what it says now. I gotta make sure I don't touch the oven, the skillet. See how much faster, how much hotter it is now? Okay, guys. Okay, and I did it on the thick part of the chicken, so I know it's done. So I'm going to take this one out, put it over there to set, and I'm going to put this monster in. And there you go. It's going to be about another 2 to 3 minutes on this side, and then we'll be done with the frying. 10 minutes, and they'll be done. There you go, guys. Does that not look good? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Yes, it does.